So today we are in Birmingham, and I know I have said before that I try to not do shopping videos in the same location too close together, but it just so happened that I did find myself in Birmingham not too long after my last shopping trip, and I learnt that one of the manga stores, Worlds Apart, had a massive sale section, and I thought, why not take you with me to go see what this massive sale section looks like. So I was in Birmingham for a work event, and we were going to quickly stop by the Forbidden Planet, which is the same chain as the large one in London. They do 3 for 2 on Viz and 7 Seas, and sometimes some other publishers. So the one in London does Tokyo Pop, but last time we were in this store, Liddy asked, and they said that they didn't do it in this store, which is a shame. Mostly looking to see if they had any Viz releases that had come out earlier, because they seem to get Viz releases a lot sooner than like anywhere else. So that's mostly what I was seeing, if they had any of. But I wasn't gonna beat myself up if I couldn't find anything, and I wasn't just going to buy anything for the sake of buying it, which I know might sound crazy to you, but I am usually not too bad. If I don't see anything I really want, I won't grab it. So like, I saw this Dog Rider Volume 3, I did really want to pick it up, but there was definitely no way I'd find enough to make 3 for 2, so I decided to leave it for now and I'll pick it up on a later date. Also getting a gander at some of the new 7 Seas releases. I was kind of surprised at some of like the randomness they have in here, because it's not like the biggest, I was going to say massiveness, that's not a word. It's not the biggest of manga stores, but it's not too bad. So seeing some like really random volume, especially new releases, was quite neat to see. I also want to try and pick up this like kaiju one, but again, I didn't think I'd make 3 for 2 with it, so I put it back because I was slightly on a time crunch and I wanted to spend as much time as I could in Worlds Apart. So I was mostly just planning on doing one lap of this store and leaving it as is. Also really annoyed at myself that they did have Kill Blue Volume 2 and I missed it. I even touched it in that clip and I completely forgot. But I did manage to pick up a new Komi, which was really exciting. I love Komi. I can't believe how close to the end we are. Yeah, because I don't actually have a crazy amount of footage from shopping, so I have included the haul in this video as well. It will be at the end, so if you're interested in like exactly everything I picked up, just stick around to the end of this video and I will share with you. This time, because I was in a rush, I just filmed everything in 0.5 zoomed out, so you could definitely see everything. I hope you think it looks okay? I think it looks okay. I think it's nicer to be able to capture everything, because every now and again I sometimes feel when I'm filming shopping videos that I like miss the edges of shelves, and I don't want to miss edges of shelves. I want to show you everything there is so you can be aware before you go yourselves. So they had Veil Volume 2, which I understand is also a bit tricky to pick up at the moment, but I wasn't crazy with Volume 1, so I'm going to hold off, especially because it's not a 3 for 2 here. It was nicely quiet because it was like early-ish on a Thursday or something, a Friday, I can't remember. I think it was like 1 or 2 other people. Yeah, I was struggling to make 3 for 2 because I was blind and didn't see the Kill Blue Volume 2, so I picked up Sander because I love Christmas stuff. Went by Tokyo Toys but didn't pop in, and then I thought, actually I'm gonna pretty much go past PopMart, let's see if there's a queue, and there was no queue. There were like 2 other people in here, and they scared me because they were going around like shaking boxes and checking the barcodes and stuff. It's like, gosh dang, too much for me. Really excited to see they had the 2nd season version, I'm not sure how you phrase them, of the Skull Panda plushie pendants. I really quite like them. I don't like them enough to like get a full set, but I'll get a couple here and there. They also had season 3 in one of the glass cabinets, plastic cabinets, but they didn't have boxes out from what I could see, which is fine. I can wait again. It's nice walking around a PopMart when it's quiet, so I'm really glad that I did actually stop by to get a little look in. I didn't even have to go that far out of my way. I definitely prefer the plushie skull pandas over like the figure ones, but I did walk away with a few things, and then we were off onto Worlds Apart. And as I walked in, quickly putting the camera down because there were staff right next to me sorting out the sale section, and gosh, there was so much. Like, this was the start of it, and I thought, although this is a really nice amount of sale section, and I only twigged after a few minutes that that was the end of the alphabet. And the staff were really lovely, and they pointed me towards where there was more sale section and more shelves of stuff on sale. So we're gonna go and see all that. I thought I'd have a quick look at the new releases first. Really wanted to get the I Want to Be a Crown Princess for a paycheck because it sounds so dumb, and it was dumb. So pleased with it. Checking the light novels as well, though I'd probably be unlikely to pick up light novels without Ben. And then the manhwa webtoon shelves. I didn't really see any new releases I was wanted to pick up here though. So here are more sale shelves that they pointed out to me, the start of the alphabet, some A's here, lots of isekai. It's so, well, it brings me so much joy. I'm happy to see all this isekai in sale sections because a lot of it isn't good, and I don't like paying lots of money for them, but I do like reading them. So I like getting them in sale sections when they're nicely discounted. So also for this video, I don't know if you noticed, it is the first time I'm using a DJI. I have been wanting to get one for a long time, a Pocket Creator Pro, and Costco had them for a nicely discounted price, like really nicely discounted. So I can actually show you like how I scroll through my spreadsheet when I'm going manga shopping, as opposed to trying to film on my phone and spreadsheet on my phone and just really struggling. Able to do both at the same time. Yeah, the sales section was great, and again, there still isn't all of it. I'll show you more as we keep going. So everything was marked at 25% off, and then you can include them in a 3 for 2, and I think roughly, I can't remember exactly what it maths to, but I think it works out about half off RRP, which isn't bad, especially if it's stuff that you're wanting to pick up already, instead of like, I have like tiers. If something's like £1 or £2, I feel a lot more easy to try something that might not be very good. But like half off, mostly what I was aiming for were series where I was already reading them, or I was like already on the warpath, I don't think that's the right word, to try and pick them up. I was quite surprised to see a number of like new-ish releases. There were series and volumes that I picked up where volumes had come out like that month. I think it was September. Yeah, it was mid-September when I went, and there were volumes that had come out in September that I've picked up in this sale section. So you can see down here in the corner there is more sale stuff. This is my basket currently. The left is new releases, the right is the sale. I think I needed one more new release to make a 3 for 2, and I was struggling a little bit. Because I wasn't really there for new releases, I guess. I hadn't really thought in my head about anything I fancied new releasey. In my head it was like Worlds Apart sale, Worlds Apart sale. Going along the shelves to see what else they got, and I realised that the top row of all these shelves was also sale volumes. There's so much sale. I really didn't make a very big dent. I mean, I definitely did pick up a lot. I'm not trying to say I didn't pick up a lot, but I made such a small dent in what they had. They were like, please send people to us to help us clear these shelves. And I believe there are other Forbidden Planet International / Worlds Apart doing massive sales, so if you are in the vicinity of one, go help them out, check out their sales section, help them clear them shelves down. I get the impression that it isn't necessarily that manga isn't selling. I feel like there's just a lot of manga coming out at the moment. Like, Viz seem to be doing loads of new releases, lots of older stuff is getting reprints and stuff. There's lots of stuff coming out. And just there is so much, there just isn't shelf space in a lot of these stores, even though a lot of them have expanded quite heavily. Like, the one I could think of is Traveling Man. Traveling Man is just continuously spreading out their manga shelves. To be fair, the Forbidden Planet International Leads is as well. So this is what the basket currently looks like, and the staff was so lovely and they let me go through all the stuff they hadn't yet sorted, but I felt I was trying to be really like quick. I didn't want to get in the way and I needed to go back to work quite quickly. So it was just like a quick sweep through these stacks, see what they got, anything I fancied. Like Scum's Wish is one that I picked up actually the last time I was in Birmingham, early August. I picked up so much. I'm glad I brought a duffel bag. It was heavy as heck. How did I carry it on my own? I don't know. I died. But now let's go check out the haul. It's a few days later and I'm back. So let's go through what I picked up on my Birmingham trip. I didn't pick up Una. So let's go through what I got. Yeah, I probably bought too much. I was excited. It was on sale. They had a surprising number of volumes that were like quite newish. So there were volumes where like I'd probably just pick them up in a regular 3 for 2 or in a next order or something. So I managed to get them like for a nice price. But gosh, you're gonna have to listen to me ramble just for a moment. The journey getting back from the centre of Birmingham to the NEC, so many trains got cancelled. I got sent to the wrong platform. Also, while carrying all of this, I was on my own. I was carrying this all on my own. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And also getting from the station in the NEC back into the NEC isn't like a short walk. It's quite a long corridor. And then I need to get back out to the car, which is a bus journey away because the car parks are so big and far. They have a shuttle bus running. But I did it. I managed it. My shoes fell apart because I stupidly decided to wear smart shoes instead of comfy shoes because I was there for work. And yeah, I'm not doing that again. If you ever find yourself on stand duty, wear the comfy shoes. Everyone will understand, I promise you. So let's just go through what I've picked up. We have a few volumes I picked up in Forbidden Planet, and then predominantly it's stuff I picked up in Worlds Apart. And again, there are a couple of new releases I got in Worlds Apart, but it is mostly not secondhand, Force of Habit, sale. It's mostly sale. So the sale was 25% off RRP, and then you could do 3 for 2 on top of that, which kind of roughly works out to about 50% off. And honestly, I find these are really great times for me to sweep up series that I enjoy, but I'm not like rushing for. And also often a lot of isekai ends up in the sale sections because no one wants it, no one buys it. A lot of it is terrible, but I love it. So if it means I can get it for cheap, I'm super happy. So I think I said to the staff, I was like, I love isekai, and so much of it ends up in sale sections, and they're like, yeah, there's so much and no one buys it. And I'm like, no, it's great, I'll buy it. Let's shift this onto the floor for now and we'll go through the smaller bags before opening this up. Gosh, Una's all excitable, isn't she? She's excited to see what's in here too. I have also picked up some books for other people, which makes me feel a little less bad and guilty about how much I got. But we'll go through them when we go through the bags. And also with this one, I'm not sure I'm a fan of the butterflies because I feel like they're just going to crease. I'm so clumsy, I'm just going to crease them and it's just not going to look as good. So I'm potentially interested in trading if anyone else is, but I'm not going to rush either. Not rushing for that. Let's bring you a little closer. Let's go through these bags. So yeah, the staff were amazing. The staff were wonderful. The staff were so happy. I was helping them with their sales section clearance. It sounds like the way I've heard it, and I've heard it vaguely in other stores as well, is there's just so much manga at the moment. So much is releasing. They seem to be just doing a massive purge of stuff that hasn't really sold as much, and they're quite desperate for it all to go. So they were like, please tell people to come and buy all of our sale manga. So this is me also saying, if you're in the Birmingham area, do stop by Worlds Apart and help relieve them of their sale. Because like, honestly, I've bought a lot, but I barely dented what they had. They had so much, and at 50% off, that's such a good deal, especially when you're getting like newer stuff. So Worlds Apart is the same chain as Forbidden Planet International. I don't know if other Forbidden Planet Internationals are going to start doing the same. I know that Leeds has a sale section and it's exactly the same, 25% off RRP, and then included in a 3 for 2. I don't know if they're going to expand that section though. They've got like one bookcase or so, and I haven't been to the Manchester one in a while. But the staff were wonderful. They were amazing. They were pricing so much stuff and they were so nice to me and they were so helpful with helping me pack bags and stuff. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to the Worlds Apart Birmingham staff, and I apologise for make you worry about crashing your tilt. Let's go through it then. So I know things have got mixed up, so we might end up doing the same series a few times. Actually, I've got these together. Let's do these first. So these are the 3 volumes I picked up that were new releases in Worlds Apart, and I got I'm running for Crown Princess, but all I want is a steady paycheck, Volume 1. Honestly, titles like this are so my jam. They're usually completely unserious fantasies, often isekais. This one isn't an isekai, it's not even really a fantasy-ish. I guess there is some like slight elements of magic. It's more just sort of that kind of medieval castle, princes, kings, consorts. And this was a really fun read. I read this on my journey back from Birmingham. I thought it was really silly. I'd actually probably like rate it higher in terms of like the middling, really long title 7C series, but I'm still not sure I'd rush to recommend it, but I really enjoyed it still. I don't even know if we're gonna stack these on the table. I don't know if we're gonna put it in the corner. Okay, next we have Isekai Affair Volume 3, and this concludes the series. It's complete at 3 volumes. I would not recommend it. Ending was a bit weird. Not gonna lie. It's very explicit. It's almost dumb and silly and hilarious in how explicit it is, but there are some very weird bits to it. I definitely don't recommend it unless you're into like really specific weird isekai series. Okay, next I grabbed was Blue Lock, because to be completely honest, I was struggling a little to pick up some new releases. I didn't see a huge amount that I was interested in, I didn't already have. So I grabbed this one as well. And I must say, I didn't realise till I got back that I actually have gaps in Blue Lock now. I mean, it's just been releasing so quickly. I think they're on to like monthly releases at the moment. I think I'm missing like 20 and 21, maybe even 19. I'll have to check my spreadsheet to be completely sure. I mean, I do quite like Blue Lock, just I'm a bit behind on reading it. And I just hadn't realised, I think I had read that they were doing monthly releases. I think Windbreaker might also be doing monthly releases from Kodansha, but it just, monthly releases and them coming out monthly, there was just a complete disconnect between those 2 sentences in my head for some reason. So I do actually now have a gap in this. I need to fill that up. So they were the new releases that I picked up from Worlds Apart. Okay, now again, as I said, some series have been split up, so we might see stuff a few times. So next we have Executioner and Her Way of Life, Volume 4, and I think I have some more of this as well. This has been kind of an interesting isekai. It's kind of like the whole purpose of this person is to try and chase down people who have been isekai'd, because they're usually too overpowered. And that's all that's really happened in Volume 1, which is all I've read so far. There is also a light novel of this. Next we have Stray Cat and Wolf Volume 3. Now, I was not a massive fan of Volume 1. Like, the poor girl is very obviously traumatized with everything she's gone through. Maybe it improves and he kind of understands he's taking advantage of her a little bit, but Volume 1 left me feeling a bit like, oh. And I read a lot of terrible, questionable stuff. But maybe it's just when they feel more realistic, it bothers me more. But when it's like fantasy stuff, it feels more removed. I don't know. It's probably a deeper like thought process session to have. Maybe in a live stream, dissect my thoughts. Next we have, did I only get 4? Yeah, I think I only got 4. We have 4 volumes of I Was Reincarnated as the 7th Prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. So we have 10, 11, 12, and 15. This series is very much a sale section series for me. I think I've picked up the last 5 volumes I have of this on sale only. It's not outstanding. It's not technically an isekai. He's reincarnated in the same world. So I call it like a borderline. It's like an isekai adjacent, a sibling of isekai, because it's got that reincarnation element, but he's reincarnated into the same world. I can't believe how long this is though. 15 volumes, and I'm not sure that's like the most recent. I don't think that's the most up-to-date volume. What's the publishing date in this? All I see is the Japan date. Okay, 2025, but I don't see a month. So this year at least, but we are a good way through the year. Yeah, definite sale series. X of Reincarnation 9. A series where I had vaguely kept up to date for a while, but I fell behind. Not because I dislike it, I've just fallen a bit behind on reading them. And I kind of have a rule where if I'm not fully up to date reading it, I try to not buy them brand new. Sale section or second hand, mostly fine as long as I'm still enjoying the series. So it was quite nice to see this one, because again, another isekai. Very dumb, very silly, but probably again not worth even 3 for 2 prices. Next we have Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs 17, and it does tickle me that this is a series where it gets plastic wrapped in store. Like, I don't think it's normally a plastic wrap series, but the store themselves plastic wrap it. To be fair, I kind of guess it is a ghost ship title. Yeah, it is a ghost ship title. You can see on the spine, I've kind of peeled it. It is a ghost ship title. I think I'm missing like one more volume before I'm complete, and it's like volume 8 or something. I hope 8 isn't really hard to find. I'll just keep an eye out for it. Even if it's on like Sci-Fi, I don't know if I'd want to buy it on Sci-Fi because I found so many secondhand or on sale. Like, do I just wait to try and hope it pops up for me maybe? Have I got Yuna? Oh, she's a bit shy. This one did kind of excite me. When I became a commoner, they broke off our engagement, volume 5, and it is a series I have stayed up to date with reading. I'd have probably picked it up in a 3 for 2 as soon if I saw it. It mixed thoughts on it. I like have a love-hate relationship. I really love every other volume and I hate the ones in between. It's a fairy switched children at birth, and they've both, it's realized in the first volume, and they're sent back. Again, another one I wouldn't probably rush to recommend, but I've kind of liked it. I hope things go well for both the girls that got a switch, basically. I need to see them go well for them. And next we have Wolf Girl and Black Prince. We have 12 to 14. I hadn't realized how far behind on this series I've ended up getting, that I am like at least 3 volumes behind, and I don't know if this is the latest one out now. Where did Viz put them? The thingy, the bump. July 2025, so yeah, only a couple of months. So either 15's just come out or be coming out soon, so this almost brings me back up to date maybe. It is a bit of a guilty pleasure one. I watched the anime whilst I was at uni, and it is terrible. All the characters are terrible. It is not a good like indicator of a good relationship. But I was really excited, same with series like Say I Love You, to learn that the anime like didn't complete. The manga is much longer, and Uran, to be fair. I do want to see how it ends and how different it is, but there are a couple of characters that do make it a little harder to read, including a cousin of the male character, which seems to be a weirdly common trope, the overprotective cousin that just kind of ruins the story. I don't know why. It's not fun. Yuna, you coming to see? Please don't show your butt. Oh, okay. There is a space and you shall sit. Okay, that is fine. We'll work around you. That's my train ticket. Next we have World's Strongest Rearguard 8, another okay isekai. It's not outstanding, but I like it. Ben has the light novel and has been reading the light novel and has been really liking the light novel. So I hope to read more and him to read more, and we can compare notes. It's a really fun pastime that we have between us. We are 1 bag down. She's chased the bag. Yuna's been a bit weird. We'll move on to the second bag, the second tote bag, before we go on to the duffel bag of doom. Okay, so next we have Welcome Back Alice Volume 6. It's a series I really do want to read, but I don't really want to spend a lot of money on it. So I don't think it's going to be a jolly read. And I have 1 to 4, and I can't remember how many it's completed at, if it's like 7 or 8 or so. So I do still need a few more. So when I saw they had 6, I was like, it's a step closer at least. With a dog and a cat, every day is fun, 8. And I know this is also a fairly new release because I've kind of been waiting for it to come out. This is so cute. I got 1 to 7 secondhand a few months ago, and it is just this Manga's life with their cat and their dog, but they also have like pictures of their cats and dogs and like their parents' pets as well, and it is just, oh, it's so cute. I love silly real stories about cats and dogs. It's adorable. I would definitely recommend. They do pop up on sale secondhand a lot. It's probably a very kind of niche market. Maybe that's me, I'm that niche market, but I'm fine with that still. Next we have a swathe of Teasing Master Takaki-san, and we have 10, 11, 12, 17 and 18. And ooh, 20, volume 20 is the final volume of the series. I've gotten loads of this, again, secondhand. I think I might have like 1 to 10, maybe secondhand. So it has been a sale secondhand kind of series. It's nice to get another, oh, actually, there was a slight delay in her running. It's nice to get a big swathe. I hear it's really, really, really cute, so I'm looking forward to it. Next, another not great isekai is Time Stop Hero Volume 8. Also a bit gross, and I wouldn't rush to recommend it. I really like the, what's the word? That's not the word, you know. I really like him being able to stop time, and that's the whole thing. He can stop time and do things. He's just really gross to women. Super zoomy. I've very much fallen a bit behind on this one because it is sometimes a bit hard to read, even if I enjoy the mechanics. So it is, again, now a designated sale secondhand series. So I have quite a few gaps, I think. Okay, next we have some Duke of Death and His Maid. We have 5, 6, and 11, and there might be a few more volumes in the duffel bag, I'm not sure. I only heard positive things about this one. I'm really keen to try and read this one. I've just not gotten to it yet, but I have now filled in some gaps. This was, volume 5 was a gap I had in the series, and now I have much less gaps. Next, this is all kind of ish one series, and then we're done with this duffel bag actually. We have some Sword Art Online. We have Sword Art Online Re-Aincrad Volume 3. We have Sword Art Online Progressive Canon of the Golden Rule Volume 1. Sword Art Online Progressive Shizurzo of Deep Night 3. And then Sword Art Online Kiss and Fly 1 to 3. Is this complete in 3? No idea. I really love collecting Sword Art Online because it feels like the most beautiful puzzle, with there being loads of different like subtitles and stuff. It can get a bit confusing, but I've actually had quite a fun time. And Kiss and Fly is one that I don't have any volumes of at all, and it's nice to get a few more progressive ones, because progressive is one of the few Sword Art Online series I have been able to read because I have the volumes, and then there being loads of like side stories, spin-offs. Does excite me a lot, so they'll probably be the next Sword Art Online volumes that I read. And then I'll have to check where Kiss and Fly takes place. We don't want to block off being able to see the cat, possibly, so we'll move volumes to this side, over here. Oh. Yeah, I am a little shocked at how well this managed to hold up. It is my dad's duffel bag, and he does tend to buy good stuff. Okay, so the other thing we have in here that I didn't show from PopMart is a Cardcaptor Sakura blind box. This is, I think, a fairly new set. And what I do intend to do is I tend to give this away in this video. So if you are interested in winning this, do comment down below something that you like about Cardcaptor Sakura. It's a series that I grew up with. Before I like knew what anime was or anything, I used to watch it on CITV or Channel 3 or whatever. And I'm trying to now get back more into it and slowly pick up the hardcover versions because they're the most accessible. If not the cheap, they're not necessarily the cheapest, but the most accessible versions. All I'm going to say though is unfortunately this is going to be UK only. Because of the size of it, it's probably just going to be a bit more awkward to post, and postage fees have just gotten a bit crazy the last year or so. I was really shocked when I did some posting end of last year and it cost me the same amount to post something to the US as it did to like mainland Europe. It was like, I can't remember which country. I do intend to try and do some more giveaways later in the year. I haven't really done much this year, but I do want to try and rectify that before the end of 2025. But yeah, unfortunately this will be UK only. To enter, follow, subscribe, comment down below, like the video, all that jazz. There'll be proper description and how to enter below. I'll also put a deadline on when it will run to in the description as well, because I put this up early for members, so they'll see it sooner, and this might move around when it actually posts. 2 weeks from this post date is probably going to be the closing date, but when that will be, I currently don't know, so check the description. And good luck if you're interested. Ooh, I have a few volumes from regular Forbidden Planet. Let's do these next. I was trying to remember where I put these volumes. You're so excited. Okay, so first we have Komi Can't Communicate 35. I can't believe how close we are to the end. I have been holding off reading some Komi because I just don't really want to accept it's over.
I know it's not over yet in the UK. I think it's 37 volumes it's complete at now. Yeah, I'm gonna be so sad. This series means so much to me. And I'm so excited to get another volume, but also really sad because it's pretty much it now. Only a couple more volumes. And I'll probably read them all together and just have a nice little crying sesh. Next we have Snow Angel Volume 2. Volume 1 really shocked me at how much I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It's a shoujo beat, but it's definitely a bit more on the darker side, and also the characters are older, and it talks a lot about mental health and stuff, and it is a darker read potentially, so possibly have a little look into if you think it's something you would enjoy or you wish to avoid. But I would still recommend. It's also very pretty. And it's a short series. I think it's 4 volumes complete. And then the last series I picked up was Sander. Is this volume 1? It is volume 1, so it is a series. And it is a new series from Titan Manga, and I believe it is something to do with Santa Claus. So I will probably hold off reading this until December, but I was struggling a little to make a 3 for 2, and I was vaguely rushing on my trip. So even though this was $9.99 and the other two were $8.99, it's close enough really when I'm in store. If I'm rushing, I'm a lot less fussy I'm only picking up a few. I love Christmas. I adore Christmas. You're going to see so much content over Christmas when I have just free time, because I take December off. It's one of the best things I love about where I work is that they let me take December off. I save my holiday and use it all at one go, apart from like a few days here or there. And I'm super excited. I have like started building a list of Christmas content I want to make. Okay, now we go back into here. Oh, we have another Executioner and Her Way of Life. This one is volume 5. There should be another one. There should be one more in here somewhere. I don't know if you can see too well. Like, it is not... It's like a treasure trove. I hope stuff isn't bent too bad. Let's do these 3. We have 3 volumes of Izakaya Nobu, volumes 3, 6, and 9, and these were not picked up for me. I do already have them. They were picked up for Liddy. I'm going to send them over to Liddy. She seems excited or interested in it because it looks cute, and it is cute. I desperately want more people to read this because like I rarely see anyone reading it, and it is so lovely. So they should probably go in a separate pile. Let's put them down here. Oh, there it is. We have Executioner and A Way of Life, volume 6, and I think that actually might bring me up to date. I think there might only be 6 volumes out of this out currently, so back up to date with that. When I grabbed this, I was like, I'm such an idiot, I'm such a fool. Why am I grabbing this when I have to carry this back on my own? I picked up Inuyasha volume 9 because this fills a gap. I think I'm missing like 1 more volume of Inuyasha, so I wasn't going to say no to be able to grab it on the sale. It's also kind of crazy that the RRP for this is $15.99. It's the same as like an ice press. Actually, no, it's less than an ice press. An ice press is $16.99 now. It's gone up. So it got reduced to $11.99 and then put it in a 3 for 2 as well. But it's heavy. To be fair, they also had a bunch of like Mace Nakaku, and I was tempted by those as well, but I was like, no, I need to stop. Ooh, we got some more Duke of Death. We have 12, 14, and 15. I knew there was some more, I couldn't remember how many, but we have 3 more, 12, 14, and 15. Next we have a couple of volumes of The Darwin Incident. We have volumes 4 and 5. I have 1 to 3, so 4 and 5. I'm not sure if this will bring me up to date, but it gets me a bit further. Volume 6 said July 24, so yeah, there'll definitely be more. Okay, what do I got next? It's all a bit muddled. There we go. We have some Suppose a Kid in the Last Dungeon Boonies moved to a starter town. We have volume 7 and 10 of this. Look how chunky volume 10 is. This is also a very bland fantasy. It is a fantasy, not an isekai, but it is like a really dumb, really dumb fantasy, and I kind of love it for how dumb it is, but it's like also weirdly a bit boring at the same time. So it like sometimes balances out to be like, it has like really high highs and really low lows. Also a light novel. I still wouldn't rush to recommend it, but I am happy to buy it. Oh, we have The Devil is a Part-Timer, volume 9. Again, super pleased to find this one because it fills a gap. And now I don't have any gaps in The Devil as a Part-Timer. I think I have like up to 20 volumes of this now, and this was the only one I needed, and I found it. This is getting a bit precarious. Next, I got my special one, volume 8. Now, there were some volumes where they hadn't priced them up for the sale section yet, but they were completely okay with me taking volumes from that, and they'd still put it through and everything. So it hasn't got a sticker, but this was all of this was sale section pickups. I accidentally ended up with a gap on this one, so it was nice to get this one. It fills my gap again. Apparently it's really close to being complete, so I'm going to hold off catching up on it until it's complete, because I'm a bit iffy on the second couple that they've introduced, so I want to be able to know I can get past them before I continue reading. Person I Loved Asked Me to Die in My Sister's Stead, Volume 4. I read a load of Tokyo Pop, like fantasy romance last year, and this was probably one of my least favourites. I didn't hate it, I just felt really, really bad for the female character, like so bad, like almost felt a little off-put from reading it. But I also really want to see things go better for her. So I'm a bit behind. I don't think I have volume 3, and I'm not even sure I have volume 2. I'll need to check, but I will grab it for a nice price, especially Tokyo Pop. Tokyo Pop is so expensive. Sometimes these volumes are like $14.99. It's like, no thank you. I have to move this again. Oh, everything's shifted. Okay, we have 2 volumes of Momo. We have volumes 8 and 9, and I believe 9 is the final volume. Sometimes they'll say final when it's the final volume. Well, I think it is. Last 2 volumes. These are the last 2 I needed to complete the series, so excellent. Series complete through a sale section. Next, I got 4 volumes of No Longer Allowed in Another World. We got 2, 4, 6, and 8. I already have a couple of gaps in this series, so I think this will fill a few. I think I have like 1, 3, and I might have 5, because sometimes they pop up on sale on Blackwell's. I did actually quite like this isekai as well. It was kind of an interesting take. I don't know much about the character, the real person I think the character is based on. I don't really know much about them, but as a story it was kind of silly, interesting. Oh, this one excited me. We have Quality Assurance Another World Volume 10. In August, I started reading loads of series where I'd really enjoyed them, and I just hadn't gotten around to reading more volumes. And one of the ones I read a load of was Quality Assurance Another World. And the next volume I needed was Volume 10, and they had Volume 10 in the sale section. Like, genuinely, if I'd seen Volume 10 on the 3 for 2, I'd have picked it up on this trip. I was vaguely looking out for it. So absolutely thrilled to grab it. I get a bit amused. I am amused that often with the spines being really thin and the numbers being quite thin, that the numbers sometimes like bleed onto the back or the front. And the fact that the series is called Quality Assurance Another World is an absolute bundle of delight and tickles to me. That tickles me on so many levels, especially as someone who has a history. Not has a history, what's the word? Quality assurance is my professional background, is what I mean. Oh, it's raining so bad outside. Can't wait to finish this and then just read and vibe. Next, I have a couple of volumes of Scum's Wish, volumes 1 and 3. The last time I was in Birmingham in August with my lovely ladies, I grabbed a bunch of the later volumes, because I knew the later volumes were a bit trickier to get. So when I saw that they had 1 and 3 in the sales section, I was like, well, I'll just continue getting them. So I think I have 5 volumes of this now, so I need to get 3 more. I think I got, what did I get? 5, 7, and 8, so I need 2, 4, 6. So these aren't for me. These were picked up for my Kiggles mod in the Dudette Discord server. They are now trying to pick up Golden Kamui, and they had a bunch of Golden Kamui that they didn't have. So I've grabbed it for them, and I will forward this on alongside the Nobu for Liddy. Might not seem like it, but we are making progress. Actually, we might make a lot of progress because I have a big chunk from a few series. So the next series we have a lot of volumes from is Certain Magical Index. We have volumes 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22, 27, and 30. Now, I have been collecting Certain Magical Index for quite a few years now. Like, I think I had it before I started making manga content. quite a long time. But it is just a bit of a trickier series to collect. It is a bit harder to find. I am now looking at my shelves and I might have a couple of these, which is, oh well. I will instead give those volumes away. They're going to be completely random volumes, but I will give them away in a giveaway at some point. I have a bunch of like random volumes where it's like a random volume in a series, and I'm probably just going to do a bunch of Discord giveaways to try and clear a bunch of those out. Probably again UK only because of postage. But yeah, in general, Certain Magical Index is a lot trickier to find, especially nowadays. So it was really nice to see a big swathe of it. Really should have checked my spreadsheet on this one. I didn't, because I thought for some reason I only had like 1 to 7, but that's not the case. I've got a couple of random later ones, it looks like, including 13 and 22 maybe. So I'll be giving those away later in the year. Is this the last series? Oh, this is the last series, the last volumes and the last series that I picked up. Let's get rid of the duffel bag. We have Tokyo Esp 4, 5 and 7. I don't see this around too much. I don't think it's the most popular of series. I love the vibrant colours on them. I think they're really lovely. And I also just love these like vertical stumpy volumes. They're so cute and they're so nice to hold, to read. I really like them. But yeah, it's nice to get a few more. I think I'm only missing like 1 volume now, maybe 2 volumes before it's complete, which is very nice. I think it's complete at 8. So there we have it. This was my Birmingham haul. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. It's probably going to be an all-in-one video because I don't know how much footage I've gotten of either. And also I have so many videos I've filmed. I don't really want to like spread some out too much further. Remember to enter if you're interested in winning Cardcaptor Sakura blind box, UK only. Comment down below something you like about Cardcaptor Sakura, and there'll be more details about when it closes and stuff in the description down below. And keep an eye out on the Dudet Discord server for when I do the giveaway to like clear out some of my like random volumes I have in my giveaway pile. I'm holding on to volume 1s to do like proper giveaways with, but I have some just random mid-series ones. I'm probably just going to do a big clear out at some point and do like 20 in one go. So keep an eye out for that. If you did enjoy the video, do remember to subscribe and check out my social media and affiliate links found down below. And if you again do find yourself in the Birmingham area, do go help Worlds Park clear out their sale section, drop by, get a few things. And if you're interested in early access and members only videos, do check out my channel memberships. I really appreciate all the support immensely. Otherwise, I hope you have the most amazing day and I will see you next time. Bye!